This is part 2 of session 10. Crazily enough, 10 weeks somehow. Well done, guys. It is StarFinder, the Fragments of Eternity. I am Ryan, the GM. It is the 3rd of December 2018. Here are the players.
I am Olka. I am Olka, and I play Emmelyn.
Oh, can that just be the new intro? Hi, I am Ryan, and I am Ryan. Love it.
She's a Lashunta pilot, and she can't see shit.
Hi, I'm Nico. I'm playing Zora, the Vest captain, who is now one with his dragon brothers, Dragonmen.
The Dragonman.
Dragon.
The Dragonman.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm Alex, and I play Nix 5, the conspiracy mechanic.
Hello. I'm Colin, and I play Lyko Quint, who is a sort of undead, but not completely, really, but yes. You will understand once you listen. Bounty hunter.
Recently checked
in
over.
Skill chain only.
Hey, I am Calum, and I am playing Zigg, the rat. He's a rat.
And he is a solar disabled mystic. Blah 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 blah.
The rat bastard.
Hashtag Calum is precious. So,
Oh, yay!
hello,
Give him that back.
hello,
I got
Nick.
myself oh, hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Don't do
Hello, space boy!
that. See the. Oh, hi,
Hi,
Nick.
Nick.
No, it's fine. I got myself a nice
Hi,
hot,
Nick.
hot black
Tearing
curry,
me
and it's really
apart.
tasty.
Nice.
Oh, a hot
It's probably
bacon.
really good
What?
for your throat, to be honest.
Yeah.
He
I got
says.
coffee. I didn't make it strong enough.
I made a tea. It's really nice, but probably could do a bit more sugar, even though I probably put too much sugar in it. So here we
I went
are.
for tea
We're all
and
disappointed,
coffee.
really.
Tea.
I had my hot chocolate in the first half, and now I'm out of milk, so...
Oh.
Honestly, Nico, you upgraded there, right?
I think so. I mean,
It's the correct approach.
possibly.
Coffee it's just much better.
Is this the pre-game? Post?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
Yes!
We've
one.
got to each other in quite a while now.
mid-game.
It's been like a whole 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your week?
No. So moving on. Right. So to set
I
the
played
scene,
Vampire the Masquerade.
everybody takes 10 damage.
I'm
dead.
how dare you.
Right. So, your eyes adjust. You see these huge, and by huge I actually mean gargantuan figures in the distance.
For fuck's sake.
The reason I mean that is because the grid sizes are specific.
I know, that's why I said for fuck's sake.
And then we have I want to just call them huge dragons, even though they're not. They're gargantuan dragons. And you
It's
see
bigger
these.
than huge.
Yeah, it is. So you see them in the distance. Everybody can see them. I'm maybe going to try and adjust the map so we can zoom in a tiny bit, because obviously I also control that. I really wish I had someone that did this for me. We need another man for this.
You need to hire like a
producer.
agent,
I need a
like-
producer.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You need an intern. You don't have to pay them.
Are
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
competent
sure.
with the inner workings of
Rogue.
Roll20?
A slave.
This is for you.
Honestly, right? I would just give them GM permissions and be like, right, okay, we need a cave. Go. Also, chuck some dragons in. So anyway, your eyes adjust a little, enough to see the dragons that obviously stand out quite predominantly in the darkness. Even Emmelyn, who can't actually see shit in this place, except for the little cone that the viewers get to see. You can see like the weird hologram projection of Alice, because obviously she does glow a little. Hence why you can spot her out quite brightly. Obviously those with dark vision, which is everybody else except Zora and what do you call it, Emmelyn. I can see that. You can see Alice glow more than the other two can, which is quite cool. Yeah, yous are there. And then as you kind of look up into like the kind of almost cavernous darkness, you can obviously see these big figures, and then they all like kind of like scrunch their eyes up, they snort, like, you know, their nose as if exhaling. It kind of like echoes around. You get a sense of the size of the cave from the way they like the sounds echo. It sounds like the place is huge, gargantuan even, and they all like kind of turn to each other, and then you like they open their lips, and you see like the rows and rows of like, you know, spear length teeth that they've got, and you hear like cracking stone noises as the draconic comes out of them. Do any of you speak Draconic?
No.
I don't think so.
Not me.
No.
Check.
Well, enjoy the subtitles for those at home. So you hear this cracking, kind of fiery, almost like a volcano esque noise coming from these huge creatures as they seem to be sharing a conversation. Only 4 of them seem to be doing the exchanging of dialogue, and then they all kind of like turn their eyes down towards the intruders, and then you hear the one over here, the kind of the white one that you can just make out the colour of, bark some orders, and then let me just introduce your new set of problems. 1 second, I have to go and do all the slow shortcuts.
Lord.
Let's see. God, this was the worst option. I should have picked it the other way. Also, please stand by while I learn Roll20. Thank you.
Do.
Bam.
Intermission.
Look at that. What is that?
So, for those at home, I am going to activate Alice's dark vision because yeah, then you can see shit. Now, did that work? I think I also need to make her controlled by Janus. I do.
God.
Bear with me a second.
Zigg, when are you going to change that horrifying art?
No, you leave him alone. Also, on the recording, at least some people have weird art pictures of their characters, and there's just you holding bones. I love it.
Honestly, I think that just sort of speaks to my core personality.
So, Nick, you are welcome because I decided to edit Alice so that she's sharing her vision with the Eye of Janus, just so that you can see a bit more. That's not necessarily to say Alice can actually see everything. Right, okay. Emmelyn, are you still in the dark?
Let me check. I am. Yes.
Right, okay, so yeah, you hear this, like the white dragon in the background kind of like crack orders to these figures below it, and then you see 2 figures. Well, some of you see them anyway. And let's see. Let me get my measuring tool.
Do you ever feel in the dark, Olka? I feel like I'm in the dark.
Okay, yep. So,
Because you are, literally.
Waha.
can you all roll initiative?
No.
Initiative.
Click on your token, and then click on the initiative in your character sheet.
Oh, no, I need to go into Google Chrome. Close it
Well,
down.
you should have been on anywhere.
I have pressed it. Oh god, that is not.
Oh yeah, I'm using my laptop, so I might not be able to do this.
That is not. That's the entirety of the sentence, actually. Just, that is not.
Right, yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to roll like an actual just.
It's okay if you just roll.
Boom.
Nice.
Natural.
Motherfucker!
What's my plus? My plus is.
I'm a slow Lyko today.
That's the big shit.
Let me just add a turn for you, Zigg. Advanced, add turn, and then I'll just put you in this
I'm running a
front.
beta on my laptop. I can't really use Chrome without doing some actual jiggery,
Some jank.
which I can't be bothered doing because I don't use my laptop enough. Well.
Rip.
So I click on you.
Right, so have all yous rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Not yet. I'm about to. Oh.
Nicely done. Right, let me do some initiative rolls for the things that are likely to act. God, what do I do? How do I do this?
Initiative.
Right, I'm going to have to refresh this because apparently it doesn't give me a list of anything in the journal. So let me just refresh this just now. Please stand by. Now,
Permission.
now you all need to remember what you've left on the ship before leaving, because you definitely were not expecting to be instantly transported somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't know. I just was absolutely armed to the teeth. Just
Yeah, you've just got
sitting on my
handfuls
bed.
of teeth. Everyone, where did these come
Oh,
from?
good. I took them.
They're mine now.
I've got to make the call about armor. Would I stop to put armor on?
I thought you said you did. In the no, I'm not. I'm
No,
not
no,
medical.
no.
Honestly,
I-
I think
I'm gonna,
he said
like-
he did in the recording.
No, he did. He said he wanted to switch out of it and just live in his heavy armor. I recall this.
And you know, androids don't make bodily smells. That'll be fine.
Sure.
Androids dream
Oh, I
of electric
definitely do not
smells.
have armor on. Hold on, I need to fix that in the roll 20.
I also just need my
Are we human,
Google Chrome to want to
or
work.
are we armor?
Dance.
I mean, I don't think any of us are.
Arguably me.
Can we homebrew a race for a dancer?
Probably wouldn't
The
have to. I could probably find
dancer.
you one. Right, okay, so...
I mean, provided they're just the Eldar, I'm all in.
Right, so...
Which other?
So...
Yeah.
2 wee seconds. I'm just going to go this one, and then... Bip. Does that work? Good. And then... Let me just click this one, and... Bip. Did that work? Yeah. Cool.
While we're doing this, guys, if you want to hear our between halves chat, some of that was fantastic.
Yeah, just vote for how much of our nonsense you want to hear. Just us with mics,
Do
24/7.
you want this to just become a podcast? Because this can be a podcast. I like
In
that.
fact,
idea.
we'll start streaming on Twitch live.
Would you
channel.
buy a T-shirt?
Also, there is a possibility that we move like chapter 3 onwards to webcam-based via Twitch. So if people want that, I mean, vote as well.
I would not use a webcam. Can I just get that in there now?
I mean, you could just have a webcam pointed at Bones for the whole thing.
I actually loaned Bones to someone.
Oh my god.
Oh.
How dare you.
Sorry.
I feel betrayed somehow.
I was honestly, this is why I loaned him. He was requested for a photo shoot.
Can you knock more bones?
can
Did you
get
hire him?
someone.
Are you getting paid for this? Because I feel
No.
like you should.
No, I am not.
Or
I'm
is Bones
just being.
getting paid for this?
Right,
I
okay.
don't know what Bones is getting. God, that's
So,
weird.
initiative has been rolled.
Yes.
I'm like last.
I'm just gonna...
That
I
is
don't know what's happened.
Well, I'm going to show you what's happened, because what instigates this is things move. So let me just see exactly where they move to. Right, so
Investigation.
I'm going to do that thing where I lift it up, I right click, and then, yep, that moves there. Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm glad we got all
Sorry, I
that.
tried to mute, but I could not in time.
There we go. And that is what kickstarts the initiative request. Indeed.
I'd
Uh,
like to see what's what I'm playing. Can't hold my flashlight either. So
Next, you should be able to see in the dark, right?
Yes. Yes, I can.
So, what are you doing? These things, let's see, can I do this? Is this how you do it? Let me just try and alt click, right click, zoom, maybe it's Z. Is it Z? I think it's Z. Don't know if that actually showed up for anyone.
No. I don't see anything.
Click on this, hit Z. I'll wait a couple of seconds and see if it shows up in anyone else's stream. Weird how that doesn't, that's fine. I'll do it on a... Nah, I don't know how you can do that. Apparently you are able to zoom in on stuff.
Okay.
I did push the button that does zoom in for me, but it evidently doesn't care about you guys seeing it. What if I control Z it?
Nope.
Oh, that's undoing
Where's the
things.
other? That is.
Let me just move him back, because apparently that's cheeky. Move your... How do we... he was there, I believe. Okay, so... These things are coming at you. They look like big dragon men, quite frankly.
Triaxians. I hate Triaxians.
I mean, do you? Have you ever had any interactions with them? I mean, tell me about it,
I'm
Zora.
sure I've heard of Triaxians. I'm sure I heard of Triaxians. They're big
But have you
dragons.
seen Triaxians, is what I'm asking.
Probably imagery. I mean,
These don't look big
space.
enough to be Triaxians.
Okay.
These look like...
Well, I don't know. I don't see them. I
I
don't
mean,
see
I just speak from, like, you know, obviously from the meta. I mean, like...
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So, are these guys running at us with weapons raised? Or
Yeah, they've got like kind of clawed hands, and they are armed with guns as well.
I'd probably shout to stop first, or
Sure.
stand down.
I mean, they haven't stopped, so like consider them air quote in motion.
Captain.
Consider them. I don't know. I don't see. I would like kind of look at you.
Right, so if you say I don't see, Alice chimes in, and she says, "Oh, okay," and then let's just change that, and then let's just make that, and then in theory, Alice starts projecting light from her shoulders. Can you see that now? No? Yes? It's okay, I need to click this button as well. Save.
Oh, there we go.
So, Alice helps. Also, those at home, you're going to have to just deal with her lighting levels, because, yeah.
I would just kind of go.
Realistically, we need Nix to be the producer because he can see for days. So,
I would kind of go and trim my gun on them. Not fire, but
well, no, you
that
go
case-
and then we move on. So
I will activate my energy shield as a standard action, and
so
put my
type what you're doing and push buttons and such. So standard action. Remember, we're just saying what we spend.
standard action.
If you've got something you can click for that, click it.
Yeah,
Cool.
and then I'll
What we'll
also
do
set
is
my
we'll
combat
pick a pip for you. So let's energy shield. Let me have a wee look for one. There we go.
Cool.
There's a wee pip for you for your energy shield.
And I'll put my combat tracking on. I can't mark a dude.
Just you tell me which one. Ping one.
Realistically, it'll be this one.
Okay.
I think, unless it's like trying to see which way people would be facing. Kind of, actually, probably train them out here. That one.
Okay.
Because I'm going to assume that the front line has those two.
So this one. Do you want to just
That's right.
do you want to just
that
measure to it? Yeah, that's okay. I've got it now. It's fine. I've got you.
Yep.
Right, okay. Now none of those ones have moved, like at
okay.
all, like at all. Only the two that I physically moved there. So
Yep.
I'll just ping on the map. These are the only ones that have moved.
Well, I'll still keep trained on the guys further away.
So you
on
want-
the assumption that Lyko and Zora have.
Right, I'll
Basically, keeping an eye on the guys on the side and blast them if they move.
Okay, I'm going to find a wee tracking icon for us. That's an actual target. That can go
Sorry
there.
to interrupt, but see when you're pressing and showing like where they are, I'm not
Yep.
seeing anybody there.
You don't need to.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
You actually can't see them, so you wouldn't see them.
Yeah, but I see like the Alice cone,
Mm-hmm.
and
You
there's
can't.
there's nobody in the Alice cone.
oh,
Is that-
I see two people in the Alice Code.
Yeah, there
I
should
see
be two
these
people.
I see half of one.
You got any
There
short
should be
count?
one right here as well.
Why don't
I've not seen that.
refresh your connection? And just refresh the page and come back in. I'm changing your.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I know, right? It's maybe just needing to update because it probably wouldn't have loaded them for you if it was all black anyway. Right, so you've activated your energy shield. You've used your move action. No swifts.
I'd probably actually drop prone as well. Standard affair.
Uh,
Good old. Drop
Yeah.
one.
Let's find a drop prone icon. Maybe not the one with the arrows in the back. Let's just do.
So I'm
There's one with energy coming off it.
basically in combat position. Everything ready to fire
Okay, dokes. Yeah,
as soon as somebody makes the first move.
that you're done. End of turn.
Yep.
Okay, dokes. Did that help, Olka, at all?
Yes, it worked.
Good, good. Next. This person.
There's you.
It is indeed me. So, this person is gonna aim at. Yeah, let's just do some cheeky measuring. Bam, 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 bam.
Spooky
yeah.
boy.
Not the spooky boy.
What bitch?
You can see this guy, can't you, Lyko?
Yep.
Right, okay, so I am aiming at you with a wonderful 17. Does that hit your EAC?
Let me just check because I actually can't remember. It does.
Excellent. You take 2 cold damage. Now, Barai. What? I'm sure there's a cold thing for Barai.
Yes, there is. I'm going to need to flick that back open because I don't have it on roll 20 because I'm not sure what the hell I was going to put in roll 20. But that should only take a moment. So right at the back. There's something like that, isn't there? Because it's in there deathly, I think.
Let's have a quick scan.
No, I think actually it's
That
not
doesn't seem to be,
cold.
yeah.
No, it's negative energy immunity only. Other stuff's just resistance to.
Weirdly, I
effects.
thought there was a cold thing, didn't you?
So did I. I keep on forgetting. No, there's no cold thing.
Maybe it's just because we were speaking about how we thought there should be.
But yeah, we did actually have that conversation as well.
You have
So,
created your own reality.
I mean, hello. GMing.
Hello, Space Boy. So I take it I can just deduct that from stamina. That doesn't cut straight through or anything fancy.
Bear with me just a wee second. I'll tell you in a moment. I believe.
In a momenti.
Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So yep. Just straight on stamina. Yep. Damage. You should be able to edit. In fact, no. Yeah. Like edit the sheet itself for me.
Yeah.
Or the game manager, because there is a combat thing in there as well. The combat
I
tracker.
will need to add more about my guns in there, but I'm going to do that later. I've added my new gun because I explicitly said I was still holding it. One of them. I've added that onto roll 20. I haven't to the game manager yet.
I'm going to assume you guys are just going to be honest about things that would and would not have actually happened, because
I know that's why I don't have a
Yeah.
sniper rifle.
it's why I just don't intend to chase people for like metagaming. There's no fun in that. It's more cool because I will specifically do stuff to get you unprepared in certain situations, but if you are someone that would be prepared, etc, 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 you get what I mean. Right, so it does that. So like as it's running towards you, you see it just start to like raise its hands, and you can see its talons, and then like swirling white energy like ripples through its kind of scaly hand, and then it fires this beam of cold at you. Do I have a nonsense effect I could probably do? Let's see. Yep. Bam. Yeah.
I didn't even see that because I had a different window open at the SF manager.
Ooh.
Sorted. I'll do it again for you, Colin. There you go.
Thank you.
I roll damage again.
It's cold fire there.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Right. That it's also going to move. Let's just move it just now. And it's going to go there and engage you. Pip yourself red, my friend. The old engaged rules.
One sec.
What I'll do is I'll zoom us in a bit more on the old viewer
Weirdly,
map.
it doesn't seem to be letting me click tokens.
Get
Oh,
it.
I know why. Ruler selected.
Yup.
Mhm.
Right, bear with me a second while I remember how to to do that.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure that was its standard and move, and it can't do anything else. So I'm going to move on to Emmelyn.
Hello.
Hello. So one of these dragony men have ran up. They've shot him with a beam of cold. You've probably just seen this beam of cold come from the darkness, and then yeah, that has led to.
Is that a humanoid creature?
Yes. Now it is in dim light though.
Would that affect it? Like, can I still see him?
You can see it, but there's like penalties to attacking and such.
Even if it's a mind attack?
Depends what you're doing, doesn't it?
I'm wanting to do days.
Okay.
If there's something that gives him makes him take a save, I don't think it'll have an effect.
Let us look up dim light quickly. So dim light, blah 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 blah.
Imagine it would just be for like actual ranged attacks.
20% missed chance.
It doesn't really matter on this though, because it says creatures within an area of dim light of concealment. 20% miss chance. So that's page 253. Let's see, 253. Oh, of course they do. Yeah. Just quickly got to 253. It's not 253 yet. Is this 253? That's 252. 253. Concealment. The concealment miss gives the target of a successful attack a chance that the attacker actually missed. This is called a miss chance. Normally the miss chance for concealment is 20%. Make the attack normally, creature would hit 20% lower to avoid being struck. So realistically I think what happens is I need to make the save, and then if I fail the save I then roll the percentage to see if he was even hit at all, right? Because it's still, like, it doesn't talk about an attack roll, right? Make the attack normally if the attacking creature would hit. The target must roll. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think it gets the miss chance because there's no attack roll. It's just a saving throw. Now, like, let's go with that just now because I think that makes more sense. So, what's happening? Do you want to click your? Is it your standard action you're using to use? Days. Click the button.
Click the button.
Click the. Click the button.
I don't know why there's an attack roll for that in there. Because there isn't an attack roll for days, is there?
I don't know why there's an attack roll. No. It's DC 10 plus spell level plus charisma.
Right. So I'm up against a DC. It only says 10 in there.
Yeah, that's not correct. There you go. 13.
Yeah. So it's against a DC 13, and it is a what save? I think you just said it 2 seconds ago.
Charisma. Will save.
I was going to say there is no charisma save in this.
Plus charisma, will save and throw. Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay, let me have a quick look.
Oh wow.
It's a will save, and there is a spell resistance with a 17. That doesn't matter though. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let me click this now because I should have set this up so it rolls everything. I actually built this a character sheet like a madman. I know, but where did I put all the saves? Blah blah blah. Or at least I thought I had. Resistances, offenses, blah 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 blah. There's the button there. Yeah, I get it. I rolled a 23, just so you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So.
You tried.
Well, no, definitely. It's a great spell. You know that. But no.
If it works.
These things seem to be like you try and use daze, and like you try and reach out, and obviously like sparkle in their face or whatever it is. The effect of it is, but it's as if like it just. Almost as if it's got some kind of weird resistance to it in a way. Like it's just like really ineffective. I said that's how bad it did not get affected. Not to say it is immune or anything to it, but you can definitely tell it just did not really care about that at all. Like, if somebody shot a gun at the Hulk,
Yeah.
only less extreme, because that is quite extreme. But it does
So you
mean
maybe get that.
it is now immune to that effect for a minute, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. Is that right? No, sorry,
Yes.
no, humanoids, blah blah blah, are not affected. After a creature has been dazed by the spell, it is immune to it for 1 minute. No, so it's not
so
been
after
dazed. Yeah, it's not been
Yeah.
dazed, so that's fine. It was just like sometimes it says if it's saved, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's the way I read that anyway. What else?
That was my standard action. I can, my move action, I'm gonna do not in the face. So I'm basically having, the shock of this person not actually, or this, humanoid creature, monster, not having, like, my spell not having effect on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
not a shock, but I was just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So I just went, not in the face.
Right. Okay. What are you doing to not be attacked by it? How are you not being targeted, other than not being effective magically? Like, what's the fiction here? So it's ran up, it shot frost beams at Lyko, probably keeping him fresh, and then it runs up, big clawed hands, and then you've went days, and it's went 4 days, and then run through it.
Mm-hmm. I think she'd like semi-crouch down, just to hide almost behind Nyx.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's an actual move itself, you can just stand behind Nyx, but there's no benefit other than just being behind him.
Yeah. So
Maybe some kind
just
of
a
cover.
visual
Yeah,
just kind of semi-crouch
Yeah.
behind him
that's fine.
while
Yeah.
casting this or using
Would
this
that count
ability.
as soft cover?
Yeah, I mean, like, see
Free-
from here, like,
Well, no, because
yeah, it'd be
I'm
soft
prone
cover
anyway.
straight there. Yeah, in fact, yeah, that's true. Actually, he's prone. He's on the ground. You wouldn't actually be able to just stand behind him that way.
Oh yeah.
You could stand.
Ironically, soft cover sounds like a hard-boiled novel.
Mm.
Quickly jump behind the rat.
But yeah, also the rat's small, so
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, you've chosen the wrong people to
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
defend you.
I actually tried to lay it out in the way I thought you would have left the ship. Quite frankly,
Yep.
I thought I did okay. Right here.
I am welcome to the support
it makes-
team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, she'd just like semi-crouch down
Beside
with no cover. Yeah, with
Mhm.
no cover whatsoever, but she'd still.
She feels better about it, right?
Yeah. This is helping, right? She just like covers her face.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine.
It's like, why are you
Uh,
measuring backwards?
Oh, sorry, I was
Cool.
just checking things.
Right, so let's see.
This is a will save again. I know that's probably futile, but
So
Everything is
another
there.
will save.
yeah.
That's okay, right? Let's just make another will save. This poor dude. Boop.
He rolls a 47.
What's the DC on this one?
It's the same, 13.
Do I type DC 13? I've already made my save, but okay, I failed that one.
Oh,
Failed. Rightio, so that one is going to take a -4 penalty attacking you for how long is it again? Is it like a round? Until the start?
until my next turn. The end of my next turn.
I'm going to give you a creepy face symbol for that one. Just on his...
Yeah.
Cool. Right. If that's yourself, I believe it is our lizard overlord.
Yep.
Okay,
Zora.
It's
so
yourself!
starters, photon. Yeah, photon.
Just type it in. Yep, you know the rules.
So, boom. I'm gonna do that
Boom.
and then go 1 or 3.
Charging the lizard.
Charging lizard man. Activate. I would raise my hand up towards my moat. And
Of course.
spawn my armor. So that's a move action.
Mhm. So you're armored up as your awesome black hole
Yes.
armor forms over you, and you get darker than the edge lords around it.
Yeah, the edgelord starts up once
It
more.
really is Team Goth first, isn't it? Like with Lyko and Zora.
I'll swift to go prone, and I will shoot this man.
Okay, yeah. Did you have your gun on you?
I mean, if we walked past the cargo bay to unknown places, I would have grabbed my gun. I feel like I would have grabbed my gun.
Sure.
I've had enough ambush in one day to.
And you are a Vesk.
I was gonna
Not
say.
to stereotype,
I was gonna say
but I'm
Vesk,
stereotyping.
war hero, ship just got fucked on the ground. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it could be a Vesk baby. I still believe it. Grab the gun.
Does this man have any concealment bonuses or anything?
I mean, what level of light is he?
Guess I'll just. Well, he's half in like complete darkness, half in seems light,
Then
just light.
yeah, he is under a lot of cover if that's the case. What is the concealment level? It'll be regular concealment. I think is the only option for that. So 20% mischance on that one.
Rough.
Yeah, because what it is you roll the attack and then you do the percentile.
You can vary it if you want. They say.
What? Sorry.
It does say that you can vary the concealment.
No, I mean that's good enough for now. Let's not go too
Yep.
crazy yet. I feel like him being half in darkness and half not is fine.
Okay, I'll just stand odds.
Also, technically, she should be projecting dim light, which I think she is at the edges of it, which I would have thought would have happened in the way the code works, but it's weird, it's jank. It's fine.
So I'll just stand odds and I will click this. Just a normal.
So you're going to shoot him, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, just a normal shot. That is probably a miss because that is a 6.
Let me check the. Is it EAC? Yeah, so it's a miss.
That's a bad miss.
That's a bad miss, and that's my turn.
Do you think it's worth me putting in the reactions like miss and fail and stuff just for the log? Do you think that's worth it?
It might be.
Yeah,
as well.
I'll do it just now and we'll see how we go. Because obviously, the more combat we do, the more jank things might get. So, yup. Okay,
Not with
dokes.
us. No.
Is that you, Zora?
Yes, that's my turn. That's my turn. Yes.
Boop. Lyko.
I'm gonna shoot this bitch.
Mm.
Specifically the one that is in combat with me. Because I can trick attack with small arms, which I forgot when we were doing the combat test.
And that means you don't take penalties, right? Or does that mean you still take you're engaged and trying to shoot someone penalty?
That is actually a good question.
Let's find that out now.
It doesn't specify in trick attack.
Let's have a look. Where is trick attack?
Whether or not you move. Right, so
What page?
you can
Sorry.
trick attack. As a full action, you can move up to your speed. Whether or not you moved, you can then make an attack with a melee weapon with the operative special property or with any small arm. Just before making your attack, attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check, or a check associated with your specialization, with a DC equal to 20 plus your target's combat rating.
Right, so none of that says you don't take the penalty. Let's go find out what firing while engaged does. Who has any idea what that is? Let's see.
Does that apply to small arms as well?
I mean, it
I
would.
think it applies to every arm.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be right.
I think it's any ranged attack.
Let's find out where. There must be a reference for this somewhere. Those at
I
home.
mean,
Uh,
certain
it's gonna
systems
happen.
treat
Mhm.
pistols as cost combat weapons. Like
Will-
40k.
What page are we looking at? Let's see.
173 and one small arm. Let's see what it says.
I'm gonna
That's
have.
just a list of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just a list of them. It'll be in the combat
Yes.
rules, which I don't know what page that is instinctively. It is not that far behind that though. Let's just go to page 200 and see. It's further down.
16.
It's augmentations. Let's go to 222. It's magic items. Let's
What
go to
with us
250.
just muttering?
That's fine. I don't mind. Like I said, we need to learn this. It's not exactly like we perform this show as an entertainment value. I would rather we got every day up to date on the rules, so that if somebody does try and shoot someone in melee, it's firing into melee. Where are you?
I realise I've already taken up like half the session. I apologise, guys.
That's right, everyone gets their session. Is it not that you don't take a... I can't remember if it's... Rather than take a penalty, do they not get an attack of opportunity against you?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
There you go, page 248. When the opponent in a space you threaten makes a ranged attack, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against the opponent.
Right. Where's that? Sorry.
Page 248, attacks of opportunity.
Right, but does that then interfere with the shot?
I'm just trying to...
Firing into melee must be a thing, right? Let me just quickly Google that because I really want to know the answer to that because it is important.
Yes.
StarFinder firing into melee while engaged. Let's have a quick look at this. Range attacks suffer a -4 to hit, which is why precise shot is crucial to range builds. If your target is engaged in melee with anyone, then you suffer a -4. That doesn't mean to say that. So anyone shooting at that character should have taken a -4 to hitting them with stuff anyway. It doesn't matter if you're the only one in melee. Still a -4. Yeah. So you are firing at someone that's engaged. So that rule applies. And you'll likely provoke an attack of opportunity. Yep. So it's a -4 to hit this person, and they'll probably punch you.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That extremely sucks. Nothing.
I would like a page number for that though, because that is just a.
Yeah,
I'd very much like a page number for that. So I'm going to go to 271 and see if it says anything interesting on 271.
I'm wondering if they're using the soft cover rule.
I just want to have a quick look at this. Target. Let's see. It's not that, it's just when you're shooting into melee, and it also says that it doesn't matter if you're the one in melee with them. But I want to see that actually written somewhere. I'm actually just going to like Control F this, firing into, and seeing if just into melee is probably a better one to search.
Let's see. Shooting target you're engaged with.
Just really want a page reference for that because
Yeah, somebody
the
said on the forums there is no penalty for shooting into melee. But there is.
But that's
a...
into melee, not
Yeah.
while in melee.
yeah, because firing while engaged, like making a ranged attack while engaged, is kind of what we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically it sounds like when they're talking about a -4 penalty for shooting,
That's.
they're pulling a Pathfinder rule.
I mean, I think
No.
you get. There was someone talking about you take -2 for like every target between you and them or something, like a soft cover
Was-
thing or something.
It's a +4 if they've got somebody in the way.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've been considering adding a slight change to the attack rules. If you're adjacent to your target, you get to roll with advantage, or if someone else's AoE connects. Blah blah blah. Well, keep in mind that the enemy isn't standing still. Combat represents them doing stuff to be avoided. If they completely ignore the dex bonus, blah blah blah. Also, do remind you can give out circumstance bonuses as appropriate. Correct. If you simulate point blank shot, circumstances, classes, AoE, 0 buff. Anyone found anything appropriate to this yet?
No.
I am really struggling.
No.
So yeah, that shooting one that you found is a Pathfinder rule. Yeah, no more.
Range
rules.
shooting while in melee.
Yeah, it's essentially like it will be under the making an attack section. Where is that?
Yeah, so I think it's just the attack of opportunity, unless there's somebody between you.
That's spells. Don't want spells. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if there is one. I would have thought there was, but maybe it is just the attack of opportunity and no penalty. It's just weird that it's one of those systems where a lot of penalties exist. So I would have expected one there.
I'll keep searching, but that seems to be the
Yeah, like we need
the
Chuck-
change they've made.
throw that question into the FAQ someone for me. I mean, Colin will just resolve this with best fit rules, which is I'm going to punch him and he's going to shoot me.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
it seems fair, I think. So you go to take a shot at my guy. I'm going to react and punch you, but because it's reacting, I'll let you shoot first, and
Okay,
then I'll
so-
react. I think I meant to go first, but we'll let you go first just now until we can get clarity
I
on all
will
this.
click my trick attack thing to show that that's what I'm doing.
And also standard action if that is what this costs.
Oh yeah. It's a full action actually. Sorry.
Okay, good. Make sure it's
Full action, and then I will make the check on sense motive for the simple fact that I get a +4 bonus, which I can't code in as far as I can tell. Unless I already did somehow. No, pretty sure I didn't. 'Cause
didn't we
I
fix
don't-
your sheet?
We did, but coding in the +4 bonus in this roll didn't seem to be like a suitable thing. So we'll just roll it. Assume there's a +4. So that would be
Well,
against.
there's already a
20
+5 to this, so
The +5's ranks.
right. Okay, you have
Okay,
5 ranks.
Sorry.
You should only have 2.
I've only got.
Well, you're level 2, so you could only ever have a maximum of 2 ranks.
Why? Right. Why is that showing us?
Or an insight bonus of 3, apparently.
Yeah, I do have
Yeah.
an insight bonus of 3.
That's what it is. Yeah, so it's all going on the ranks list because of your automatic ranks that you got. That was.
Oh yeah, this is the way we coded it, right? Because I don't
That was-
actually
that
have
was the
ranks
giant way.
typed
So
in.
that's less.
Yeah.
That's 3 less then. Is that right?
Sorry. I
So
don't
that
know.
should be 3 less because it's overlapping the ranks and. Or does that not make sense?
It says, are you doing the sense motive +4?
Okay.
No, that's not included there.
Oh.
So like the sense motive, I would have rank 2 in it, which would give me an 8.
Yeah, you got 2
Bonus.
and then you got +3 inside bonus.
So 3 and 5 is correct.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
correct.
It should be a +8.
So it's just a.
No, that made sense to me. So let's go back over it. So what we've got here is we've
I have
got a
2
roll of
ranks,
2.
right?
You have a roll of 2. You have 2
Yeah.
ranks in it,
Yes.
so that's up to 3. An insight
Hmm.
bonus of 3. That's up to 6. Right? +4 takes us to the 10. So that's how I've calculated that.
The +4 isn't added there.
I mean, where's these other
Let me see.
where's these other things coming from then? So is it
Right,
detective
so
or
I have 3 insight bonus in just half that. Right?
and where's that from? From
Operative.
detective, operative.
Let me look through this. All
Yep, it's
so we
again
can-
worth looking. Yep, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, they should. I think we've doubled the inside bonus there.
Because I think the actual final number is 10 based on what I counted.
I don't think that could be right though, because it should like.
So you rolled a 2. Right, that's the dice. We'll get rid of
think
2.
it's 11.
There's no way sense motive and like culture are all like.
What should be the
something.
total thing added to the dice roll, regardless of what's added from where? What should be the total number added to this? Is it +8?
No, it should be 4 higher than that, surely. Let me look. I'm gonna have to figure this all back out again because it's not there on the screen in front of me. Because
Right, so I'm going to move
Again.
Lyko's turn
Oh
down.
no, you know what that is. That's 2. That 2 and the 3 is the class skill bonus. So that's correct.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That does make
Yeah.
sense now. Because it's
That's
a
all
class skill for you, the sense motive. Yep.
it is, yeah.
Yep. So that's
So
what
it
it
is
is.
4 higher, so it should be 14.
Yep. There you go.
Do I type 14 in?
Mhm.
Also, is the +4 an insight bonus?
No,
Doesn't say it is. Let me just check.
it just says +4 bonus.
Shows for bonus. Yeah, it doesn't say.
That's fine. Yep. Just type 14 in. Yep.
So
good,
that's
good.
obviously not going to make it because 20 is literally the lowest possible.
What is the maths on trick attack then? Is it a?
So I need to beat DC equal to 20 plus target CR to gain the bonus.
Yeah, you did not beat
The
that.
bonus damage that is.
I'm just gonna say miss on that one. Yep.
It's not clear. We debated, and I think we came down on the side of it does apply. Other effects.
For what? Sorry, the.
The flat-footed effect. I think last time we came down on the side of it did apply it.
Isn't the sense motive to get the bonus on it? But then we agreed that the wording of it. So let me go back to trick attack. Give me a page number.
Yeah. It's 93.
93. Let me quickly check that for you. This is why I really should sit with a rulebook open as well to multitask this nonsense, because we are a hive mind after all. Blah 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 blah.
As you said, no, it is the flat-footed wouldn't apply here.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't apply.
It wouldn't apply. Just reading it again.
Yeah.
I can't remember why did. No.
I think it's just a way.
That's what I was saying.
You know, yeah, it's just a way we read it.
Anyway, yeah. One of the problems we're going to have, I think, sometimes is looking at my scores and figuring out exactly what they are.
It's
because
fine.
of my
We'll
operative
just-
bonuses, unfortunately.
All you have to do is add in notes to your trick attack maths, and it just highlight how to read the next roll you make. And then that's fine. Right. On top of that, I assume you still roll the attack though, right? You still shoot.
Yeah, still make the attack.
Cool.
So I will make that attack now.
So is it
and,
the melee weapon or is the pistol, isn't it?
No, I don't have my knife equipped.
Yeah, so
well,
it's the pistol.
Probably have it on me, but I don't have it equipped. It will be. So let me roll the new one that I just added on. I say no to full attack, even though it is a full attack, because I used that for trick attack.
Yeah, it's just the way the maths works. It's not a full action. The full action was to use trick attack. The full attack is activated by using a full action, if that makes sense.
So I'm guessing that is a wild miss.
Yeah, that misses. And then I'm going to make my attack against you. My attack of opportunity reaction, which probably should go first, but it's not a full attack. Your KAC?
16.
I hit, and you take 2 damage as it swings at you with its claws.
10 stamina. This isn't going well for me.
No, it's like as you
No.
like you go to like almost fake it out with your trick attack, pull up your gun, shoot. You see like the thing like moves its arm in, and maybe it like flicks off one of its talons. So the bullet pings off that, and then it just like swings in with its other arm and smacks you in the chest.
I think what we agreed last time was that I succeeded at the check and therefore fleet-footed applied, but the damage didn't because I failed at the attack. I think that might have been how we worked out last time.
I think though the sense motive things to get the flat-footed effect right is to get the bonuses. So
Okay.
the rereading, I think we just read it with the and being like a separator, but it's not. It seems to be like connected. So I don't think you get the extra stuff. You just still get to make the attack. Because I feel like all the extras.
In this case, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like all the extras come from you succeeding at the extra gate you have to get past, right? So that's the whole point of doing the trick attack. It makes sense to me, I think. Right, so he's done his reaction. You've done your full attack, so we're moving on. How are you looking, by the way, health-wise and such?
He's only down to 10 stamina, so he's not bad. He's
You're fine.
a wee bit bruised.
No worries. And then, Zora, you're prone, aren't you?
Yes.
Cool. This Dujet is gonna go boop, 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 boop. And then stand there. Boop. And then it's gonna melee attack you. I believe it gets bonuses because you're prone. Let me find out exactly what that is because I've totally forgotten. 247 is it? I think prone. No, here we go. Right, so your AC takes a -4 to this next hit, right?
Okay.
So it's gonna
So 11 then.
It's gonna full attack. In fact, I can't because I moved, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
it's got-
It's okay. No, good. I'm keeping myself right because obviously I need to learn this shit as well. Bam. What is your KAC -4?
11. 11.
It misses.
Wow. Wow!
Yeah.
Ow.
So like as you're on the floor, this thing lunges down for you with its big talon. How does it miss?
I do like a wee, like, like a sideward snake roll, like, like just like I go back to where I was, but I just kind of lean to the side.
Crooks. Rightio. Moving swiftly on. This thing looks a bit dejected. Zigg.
I would like to cast a wee spell here.
Okay,
Is
okay.
my standard action. Standard. And I'm gonna make them all feel real super tired, you know?
What
I'm a
spell are you
fatigue
casting?
boy.
Okay, okay. What page is fatigue on?
Fatigue is on page. Oh, I didn't write down the page number. Ugh. Fatigue.
It's okay. I've found it.
Oh, that's fine.
It's fine. Yep. Now. Yep. I'm now going to use my reaction before you finish your action.
Okay, dokie.
I'm just going to punch you because it's a non-close spell or whatever the ones that.
This casting spell doesn't.
Perfect. I just read the bottom line. I forgot we did this in
attack
our
opportunity.
combat thing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Boop. I hope that works. Can't tell.
We'll wait and see.
Did I press it? Yeah, I did.
Rightio. Well, that's a hit. If only it needed an attack roll.
I still have to make an attack roll. I have to make a melee attack roll for it to actually succeed, along with the saving throw.
Make a blah 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 against this. It's weird that it's a melee attack against the EAC. I'll make sure
It's
that's.
bizarre, isn't it?
No, it's because it's energy based. The attack. It makes
Oh, of
sense
course.
because it's you're rolling to touch them successfully with the melee, but you need to mess with their energy protection. So no, it doesn't make sense.
Lightsaber sort of situation.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, only this is absolute necromancy. Target must succeed at a blah 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 blah. This has no effect on the creature that's already fatigued. Blah 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 blah. Right. Okay. Cool. So I'll make a fortitude save. Can I ask? Did you bring the CCMRDD? Is it on someone's back like Zigg's?
Would it be on Zigg's back?
If we thought it was finished, then I feel like it would be on his back. If we were still working on it mid,
I feel like you probably felt it was
stop what we
finished.
did.
If
Okay.
someone asks
Yeah,
you if
good
you're a
check.
god,
Definitely on my back.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I make my save because I rolled an 18.
Okay, cool.
Saves. I know that's not bad. That's saved. Why
I
is-
guess Zigg gently caresses the back of little dragon man / lady.
Well, he's like twice your height, so yeah. Why is this not? I've got like a black mark over my screen that's hiding my roll 20. So annoying. That's
Not a good thing.
no, and I'm like looking for the thing that's generated it. No, like, let me just refresh my roll 20 as well while I'm here. Right, that's. Are you doing anything else with your turn? That was your standard action to do that.
That was my standard action. I mean, there's not really much I can do without provoking attacks and what have you.
Indeed, melee is harsh.
Melee is harsh.
Did you say that you were wearing it then as well?
Yes, it's on my back.
Cool. Everybody else should pip the engaged things, which is that red thing if you're engaged, which is Zora and
Oh, right, how do I do
Zigg.
that?
Click on your token, go to the circly option, not the cog option, and then just click the red pip.
Ah, cool.
It just lets people remember that they're engaged.
Nice.
Right, with that, if you've got that backpack on,
Uh-huh.
the entire kind of like 5-foot space above you, if you will, just inflates with like a big kind of tinfoil balloon.
Okay.
And you hear like random beeping from the little control panel.
That's fantastic. Zigg is very distracted by this. Just looking up at it.
So yeah, you now have this thing, and I'm pretty sure it is causing some kind of condition to you. Let me find out exactly what condition. 'Cause I'm sure I looked at it. And it is... Where are you? I want to say it's flat-footed, because I feel like it's flat-footed. No, it's off-kilter. off kilter. It's the worst one.
I think.
Oh, my
who's
kilter's
that
all
with me?
off.
My kilter! My kilter!
I was saying my kilter.
So off kilter is you can't take move actions except to right yourself. You take a -2 penalty to attacks, and you're flat-footed. That's the one I was looking for. Which I think is just
I do not take normal penalties to attacks or gain flat-footed condition
based on like
from my moxie.
read it exactly as it's worded.
Okay, hold on, I need to zoom into this. Beep beep beep. Because it's so tiny on this tiny little screen. Yosoki are scrappy and nimble even when the odds are against them. Yosoki can stand from prone as a swift action. Additionally, when off kilter, a Yosoki does not take normal penalties to attacks or gain the flat-footed condition.
Perfect. So ignore the penalties, but you've got you have to move. Like you can't take move actions, you have to right yourself.
Yes.
But you don't take the actual negative effects, which is perfect. Which is why that happened to you. Excellent. There is like an off-kilter kind of marker that I want to put on. I just don't know what it looks like yet.
So, given that they take no negative effects from it other than being unable to move, an Ahsoki could just continue for an entire combat to just be waving around, failing to stand up properly, and not be any worse at fighting for it.
I like the idea that he's just kind of slowly floating with the balloon, and just acts normal anyway.
I feel like the way it is, his straps are kind of like constricting his arm movements. They're just kind of flopping, like at his side, while his feet are just like slowly like swaying backwards and forwards, whilst looking up at the thing because it's a shiny tinfoil balloon.
Indeed. Right. I believe that's your turn.
That is definitely my turn.
Yeah. So just a big silver balloon above you now. Like, just people hear the of it just kind of inflating. Yeah.
I go there. It's working! It's working!
Yeah. Nix.
Going to give it to you.
I will shoot.
Shoot who?
Probably the one I've just got combat tracking on.
Right, okay. So the
Well,
the one over here.
Do we
This
really
one-
want to bring more of them in?
yes. Well, this one's got
Fuck it.
Mm.
that
Go
one's got
larger,
stuff.
go elsewhere.
I'm trying to think.
The thing is,
which
the
one's got
combat's
cover.
really weird so far, right? Because if you look at what's happened, you've been hit with some cold. You've then been stabbed. Then Zora missed theirs, and then got missed in return.
It's a slog.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this one has soft cover against me.
I mean, yeah, you've got like a giant silver balloon in the
I
way.
mean, I could blast this one.
You'll be shooting into melee.
Although
No,
he doesn't have soft cover though, does he? Because he's not in the way directly.
I mean, sure.
With that-
I have no idea how the melee works, remember? So
Well, it's a cover thing.
that's what I
So-
mean, though. Like, it could count as cover. I don't know yet, so we just have to go with assumptions. But yeah, I mean, you could shoot that one. You could shoot the far away one. You could shoot the like. It's up to you.
The answer from the forums seems to be that there's no inherent negative unless something's in your way.
Yeah, and
Which
he doesn't look like he's
Part
in
of
the
me
way.
dislikes that because the theory is that you're constantly moving.
Yeah, and you're
Um,
not occupying just the space.
Yeah,
that
you're
you
not
seem-
static, except unless you're the floating.
On the
balloon.
other hand, that is like a 5-foot space. So I'm occupying a 5-foot space, but he's shooting into the 5-foot next to it, right? So I'm not taking up 10-foot worth of space.
No, it's just like you threaten that 5 foot, and he threatens that 5 foot. Yeah. But no, like I mean, I don't know. There's no cover. I'd say if it'd been where Alice was, it'd been cover, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
that makes sense.
I mean, we'll do that just until
In which case, I'll just
we learn
take
more.
a shot on him then. With a full attack.
Sure.
With my artillery laser.
Yeah, I don't really see you having grabbed that on the way by though, because
No.
everybody ran out of that room, and you should just like be messing with your, what do you call it, your device that you'd been strapping onto Zigg.
Mm.
You see, As I said, don't want this for people to be caught unawares.
In which case, I shall blast him with a full attack from my shoulder laser,
Yeah,
which I definitely have with me.
agreed.
So that will be a yes to that. What's this? Action. Attack action. Dude. They get 11 and a 3. Does either of those do anything?
No. They do
No.
let you mark ammo off, though. Which
Yeah,
I hope
excellent.
I hope everyone's doing that, Lyko.
I will be when I have it on the manager. I'll do.
Just make
can do
yourself.
that in my
I was
sheet,
going to say,
uh,
just make a wee note just now, yeah.
20. Do it in the roll 20. I will remember to do it also.
Yup.
Um,
Oh, sorry, that should be.
I would say Zigg mark off your cantrips, but yeah, it's redundant, so.
I may also reassign my combat tracking to that dude.
Okay, you can't, because it's a move action.
Oh yeah, sorry, I took a full action, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes. No, yes, that's fair. Then that's my turn.
Cool. So it is that guy that was just shot at with a shoulder laser. He ain't best pleased by this. Let's see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, well, fuck him too.
It wasn't me.
Good. He wasn't meant to be pleased. It's meant
Hey,
to
you
hate
think I wanted you to like this shit?
I want you to hate it, you bastard.
Yeah, I think he's actually just gonna go bip and then swing at you.
Guys, we need melee weapons. You shouldn't be allowed to move like this.
Uh,
I've got a melee weapon.
yeah.
I've got
So this attack
You
is.
are melee weapons.
Did I move?
And so can I. Wait, what?
Yup. Let me just open this sheet again. You're still prone, so this is
Yep.
going to be essentially +4.
Yep.
1 second till my Chrome catches up with me, because when I open character sheets it really hates me sometimes. Please stand by so I can push buttons.
Right.
Mhm.
Would you read? You know, once you have a base attack 1, you can take all your weapons like part of a movement action.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that that would apply even if you didn't use the movement part of Thingy Bobber?
So long as you're not spending move, if it's done as part of a move action, you'd spend your move to encompass that action, if that makes sense. So, if you're moving 30 feet, you can draw
Yeah.
your weapon as part of that, sure. If you are standing still, you still need to spend your move to do that. That makes
Yeah.
sense? Because you're not using your
So
move.
if I was to do Trick Attack, it would cost my move action, and I would have the option to move from it. So would it apply to that, you think?
Your trick attack takes a full action, so no, because you've used
Yeah,
your
so it's a
move
full, right.
as part of that, if that makes sense.
Right, so it's not.
Because you've turned your move action and your standard action into a full action, you no longer have a move action.
Right. Oh, that's weird.
I know, it's like action economy. Right, so melee attack on Nyx from this dude. Ba-bam. On the plus side, he's moving, so he's not full attacking Lyko, which is good. I crit, so that definitely hits. Nah, it's fine. It's 5 damage.
I think you can shake it.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I was expecting.
I'm not gonna just like put yous into a scenario to die.
How much did that do, sorry?
5 total.
5.
It's fine.
Uh,
that leaves
does
me on
your
one-
shield just give you temp HP, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep, good, that's fine. It doesn't like do it per type of damage or whatever.
Nope.
Good.
So that doesn't even hurt me.
Nope.
I
But that
ain't
is
even
isn't is that like your temp HP and you've got 1 left? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Right, cool. So like we see it like this thing kind of lunges out with its clawed hands or taloned hands, however you want to describe it, and then it slashes at you, and it just like drags it down the energy field. As you see the energy field like flicker to struggle to hold it back.
I knew that would be useful.
Yeah, But it's like you're on the ground, prone, with this shoulder cannon that's popped up, and maybe you look up and the shoulder cannon looks up as well at the same time, and then this thing just lunges down, and the field just like flickers with static, and that happens. That's pretty cool.
This isn't ideal.
Emmelyn is going to just go back in the ship.
My days didn't work. I'm leaving.
Pretty much.
Good luck. Okay, so it's me, I guess.
It is indeed Zora. You should all be able to see turn order as well, by the way. I hope.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Right, so first of all, I am staying in the photon's place, so that's 2-2. 2-3, sorry.
Mhm.
2-3. I will. Right. The standing, would that trigger an attack opportunity? I'm assuming it kind of would, 'cause it doesn't say it doesn't.
I mean,
I'm going to stand.
that's a swift action to stand, is it right? Or is it part of the move?
Move. It's a move action to stand. Move to stand.
Stand up is move.
Oh,
Okay.
no, yeah, it is. Yeah.
So move to stand. I mean, doesn't it say that you need to move to trigger the attack of opportunity, right?
I'm going to take.
Oh
an
yeah,
attack
you have to
opportunity.
leave the square, don't you?
So I don't think I don't think it does because you're still there.
I feel
So
like that was what we rules lawyered.
yeah, I don't think you do trigger it. Somebody can obviously, probably Alex, can read that just now and work that out in the background because I can always hit you after if I have to. But
If anyone that happens to watch this does actually know the rules, we are quite happy to
oh yeah, like
to listen.
Put
'Cause
the
a lot of this
comments.
stuff is pretty ambiguous, and I guess if you know Pathfinder like the back of your hand, and you've been in 100 campaigns, you probably got it all figured out. We don't.
exactly. Honestly, send us rules. I'm happy to learn as I go. So if we have to change things between sessions, that works for me too. Right, okay. So what we doing?
I'll hop to my feet and then I will just open fire on the guy right next to me.
Yeah, sure. So just pop.
Pop up and bang bang.
Cool. Again, I just feel like what are you using, like a rifle?
A rifle.
I just feel like there are rules about this. You know, like I
think
really feel there are rules about using like a rifle in melee combat.
Right, well, in fact, do you want to know, since I'm right next to him, do you want what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop my rifle.
Egads.
So,
Listed under other actions.
Yes, other actions, I'm going to drop my rifle
Right.
and take out the Doshko.
Right. So
Tackle.
are you able to take out the Doshko?
Am I able to do that there? That's what I'm
Because
wondering. I remember doing something
that would
akin to
require
this
a move
last
action.
time. Would it? Right, okay.
Draw
I'm not
or
gonna do this.
sheath a weapon.
I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to shoot the guy.
Slowly it
Because-
rewinds. Your gun flies back into your hands.
Yep.
Yep.
Boop, 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 and shoot. 18.
And that's against Yak.
Yak.
Right.
Yes.
Again, I feel like there's a penalty to this somehow. I really do.
I
Genuinely
think so.
feel like, because you can just bat the rifle butt out the way.
Well, if actually you have to attack me first anyway, right now, have you?
No, who knows how that works? Who actually knows? 2 moments. I want to just quickly look at something.
So who were we looking for taking attacks of opportunity? Which dude?
Essentially, what I'm looking for, right, is Zora is using a rifle to shoot a guy in
Yep.
melee that he is in melee with. I just honestly feel there is a penalty to that. I just don't know where I read it. I just feel like there is a penalty to this.
So I think the balance for this, I think, is the attack of opportunity, because other systems don't do that, but they do a penalty.
Yeah.
So I think the idea
What I mean is, I feel I've read it though, in this book. That's what I mean. Obviously, I could be wrong, but I just feel like I have read this.
I've not come across it.
The problem
before,
is,
don't seem to have-
it could probably be under like the weapon table or something, under long arms, right? I'm quickly just scanning through the combat rules, but give me 2 wee seconds. I'll quickly scan. I'm not taking too much time to read over this because this is what combat's for. So we teach ourselves. It's also good in between session reading for everybody at home, so you can keep us right. and then just be online when we're recording and then just chat to us, quite frankly. We'll make a Discord for you guys, don't worry. The fan base. Can be called the Star Fans. Reach and threaten squares. Let's see.
Did any of these guys move more than 5 feet?
Have they moved any more than 5 feet?
Yeah. Through a square that somebody would have threatened with a melee weapon?
No.
Have any of our guys got melee weapons out?
No, they've only ever moved into the threat range
Yep.
and then moved 5 feet since then.
Yes, that would be as a guarded step.
Yeah. And everything else they've got on their character sheet. Let's see. I'm just quickly looking at this just now. Blah 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 blah.
I'm wondering how would that work with like natural weapons? Like,
What do you mean?
I mean, like if I've got my rifle, would I be able to claw somebody if they're coming in to melee range? Or would I basically just
You'd
have
need
to be,
to
like,
use a swift action to change grips.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, cool, so
No. So swift action. Thingy down. Like what do you call it? Like gun down.
Mhm.
Claw at them, and then you'd need a swift action to put your hand back on your gun again.
Right, okay.
On that been another turn. Is how that
So
would
if
work,
I
from what I've understood.
keep my gun down, and I could do an attack opportunity, I guess. Like if I was to keep my gun down that like turn, if you know what I mean.
Sure. I had to see why not, as long as because your natural weapons are there, right? So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't see anything, so let's carry on. Right, Sue. It is Zora, you're going to shoot. You've shot for 18. I do not have 18 EAC. The damage is 4. I'm just going to track that on them. 4 damages.
4 fire, I think. 4 fire damages, if that makes any difference.
It does not.
Don't think so.
Let me see. Oh, it does. It actually does. It entirely does. It's fine.
Probably like resistant to it.
Worse. So it's fine.
Oh, I'm immune. Oh no.
Exactly.
Oh no.
You shoot this
course.
thing and it just kind of like shimmers into its scales, and like the fire seems to embed into it and glow briefly and vanish. Good.
Oh no.
So, then I'm going to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Mhm.
In fact, has he done an attack of opportunity this turn already? Has he reacted already? He didn't to Zigg because he couldn't, but he did to Zora, right? And then we went to a new
That was
turn.
last.
So this turn, it's fine. Yep. I roll 14 against KAC, and you're standing, so it is just against whatever your KAC is.
I am 15.
So it doesn't hit. It's fine. We're glad because you rolled damage on that one. You rolled 5.
Just having a slogfest these does too.
Which is kind of cool though, like a Vesk versus this dragon thing. I mean, they probably look a bit like Dragonborn, to be honest. From D&D. Not to cross-pollinate. Right. I think we're moving on to... Unless you've got anything else you wanted to do there, Zora,
I
but...
will swift to bring my gun down.
Okay, yeah.
To bring my gun down. Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
swift.
Yep. So you now can't use your gun without swifting to put your hand back on it.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's fine.
That's
Cool. Lyko, it is you, my friend.
Hello. Right, I will use my move action. Since I'm not leaving the square, because I'm just literally using my move action to draw my weapon, I'm assuming that is not going to.
That'd be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Just not moving, so...
Okay. Drawing. Not dwarring. Drawing. Drawing survival knife. I'll just write knife.
Cool.
And I am going to attack with it. Obviously, there's only one target I can attack, so
Zora, you're right.
yeah.
The betrayal is now!
The one I'm currently engaged with, it's not a full attack, of course, because it can't be, so... Oh my fucking...
You hit!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If it makes you...
Excuse my language.
if it makes you feel better, it takes the damage, so...
Here's another question.
Yay.
Would this be a +2 since he's got one other creature threatening him? Like, he's kind of flanked. Is that right? Is that a thing? Cause
I mean, I hit anyway, so...
yeah, you would, but I'm just wondering, like, for clarity's sake, later. In fact, we'll ask us later, because it's getting, like,
Yeah, I was going to say, I will...
probably best case.
Again,
yeah.
all of this stuff, I really hope you guys are filling out the FAQ, because this is I mean, I'm not going to answer all this stuff. This is up to us as a group.
Definitely is some sort of bonus to being for having a flank.
Yeah.
I don't
There is
remember
some.
what it is though.
It'll be in this
unfortunately.
section called flanking.
Of course.
That makes sense.
A +2 bonus to a melee attack if
There
your
you
opponent is
go.
threatened by another creature.
Okay.
You know, you're
Obviously,
incredibly
bottom.
useful for shit like that, but sometimes you say stuff like flanking when I've just said flanking.
Right.
It's like, seriously, oh, good work.
So, Lyko, yep, you slash out with your knife.
I slash out ineffectively.
No, you do damage. You
Yeah.
like compared to your back-to-back buddy Zora, who just shoots and goes, "Oh."
I do that damage only in the most literal sense.
Mark off ammo Zora as well. Also, you don't Lyko, obviously. That's one blade.
Nice.
Eject it. Poof. Click.
That would be just awesome. I would love
Yeah.
that.
You do get tactical knives that fires out. By the way, we have them in this world.
Ooh.
But anyway, that's a conversation for
Yeah, yeah.
an upgraded Lyko. It's just seeing Wesley more now. Right, that you Lyko? Yep, that was everything.
But, yeah, that's all I can do, so it'll have to be.
White 1, just the one engaged up here. It is going to, yes, gonna attack Zora, quite frankly. It doesn't really care about the balloon rat. Uh, 9? Does a 9 hit you, Zora?
No. No, it doesn't.
Then it does nothing.
I'm still just having this immortal
In
battle.
theory, though, I'm just going to roll again because it can full attack. Does a 16 hit? It does, doesn't it? A KAC?
Yeah, if it's a full attack, it'd be minus
Yep.
4 though. Cool. Yeah,
I'm
it does.
assuming that's
It does.
including
15. Yeah.
If
50.
it, no, if it's you're right. It would be a -4 in each attack, wouldn't it? So
Mhm.
nah, it doesn't hit. That's fine. You're fine. But it does swing out with both of its claws. It goes "Rawr," and it does not hit.
I'm just getting his duck. I'm getting his duck.
Yeah, ducking, bobbing, and weaving. Okay, the burning sun.
Go, mid kid, go.
I'm honestly, I think I'm just going to
Float
take
there.
his opportunity attack and hope he misses. And
I mean, to be fair,
Any
I have
spells
rolled really bad, right? So
He's already taking his opportunity attack as well, so you don't need to worry about
has he? Oh no, he did. He did.
against me.
Yeah, he did
oh, he
indeed.
did. Excellent.
Yeah, good,
cool.
good.
So,
Please keep
are
track of
there
that. I
small
won't.
rocks lying around or anything?
Weirdly, no.
Okay, I'm going to use my move action to take.
You can't.
Is it no? It just says I can't move. I can still take my action though, can I? No.
That's fair. Yeah.
I believe you can't take move actions except to right yourself.
Oh, is that what it says?
It
Okay,
literally says
cool.
you cannot take them.
Uh,
So you have
Is
no
there
move
anything
action.
small just lying around?
I just said no.
I know, but I
you,
said rocks.
you were.
Okay. All right, fine. I'm going to change what I'm going to do. I'm going to mind thrust the bastard.
Interesting.
So standard.
Yep. Keep track of your spells as well. How many spells do you get in
I
general?
get 3 level 1s.
Cool. So you have 2 currently then.
I currently have 2, yes.
Yeah, and this will be you down
That is
to
correct.
1 after this.
Yes.
Cool. Fine.
This is a fact.
And that's a sandard.
And there's a stardard.
A sandard.
A sandard.
That's what you've typed.
I'm
Yep.
going to press.
Cool.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, press.
It doesn't.
I'm going to press that button. And hope it does something. Please do something.
I hope it does something. I'm excited.
E.
Where are we? What is the actual attack roll on this one? So, what's the page number for this? Does it have a page number?
Did I put a page number on this? I'm pretty sure I put.
I thought you put page numbers all over these.
I did. I must have done. Oh, I must have done it on my PDF. That's right. Which I don't have open.
Let's just say 271. Sorry, 371 even, and then scroll up. Was it Mind Thrust you're doing?
Mind thrust.
On the one engaged with you?
I guess so. Yeah.
Mind Thrust.
Because he's hitting my captain.
Standard
Or attempting to.
action. It's a will save. Spell resistance. I don't think this thing has any. It does not have any spell resistance, or if it did, I didn't fill it out, so it doesn't have it. Second, blah, 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 blah. Right, okay, so you have rolled, it doesn't matter because it's not an actual roll, it's just a spell penetration that matters, and I do a, is it DC 15? Is that what it is? Is that accurate?
Sorry, what?
Is it a DC 15 I'm rolling against?
DC 15, yes, that's correct.
Cool, I will roll the will save. I get a 14. He takes the full damage. So that's psychic damage, which they actually take, so yeah. This is on number 1. So that is, what, 13?
13 damage.
Okay, yep. As you reach into its mind and overload it with just psychic information.
It's it basically just sees like it's like the full massness of the sun in its mind. Every piece of sun knowledge that could possibly be crammed into any one being is just being downloaded at the same time.
I need you to roll 2d6. Sorry, no.
2d6.
I need you to roll 2d4, sorry.
2d4.
Yep. Downloading all of the sun. But it's just in newspaper.
Yeah. Do you want me to type anything before
No,
this?
just
or
2d4.
2d4.
And then I want you to make a like whatever the dex save is. Is it a reflex save, a dex save, whatever it's called? It's yeah, reflex save.
Hopefully, if I press on this, it'll do it. If not, I'm gonna have to do it manually. I can't tell because my laptop's really slow.
It's okay. That's fine. Yeah. So as you reach out with your mind, you can see it react in pain, in like quite a lot of pain. It snarls at you, and it's like frosty breath coming out of its mouth through its teeth. And then, as it does that, though, like its eyes go wide for a second, and your eyes go wide for a second as well, as you hear a pop above you. As the big shiny balloon pops, you fall to the ground, and you take 7 damage from that, because like one of the flares catches fire and pops above you. And the whole balloon goes up.
Oh shit! Okay.
And it just kind of falls over, and you just get smacked with force to the ground, essentially.
Okay, cool.
So you take
take 7, yeah.
7 damage, yeah.
Cool.
It'd have been halved if you saved, because you'd have like landed it. But you're no longer off kilter.
Cool.
You are prone
So
though.
they're kind of just sat like as it, like when a child's got his like legs in front of him and it's like hands.
I was gonna say
Hands on
you
the
are
legs.
prone, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm prone. Okay.
Yup. Because it
That's
knocks
fine.
on your ass.
That's
I'm gonna
not
take
a
away
huge issue
the-
unless he tries to punch me.
Well, he's done his turn, I think, is he not? So I generally just don't know turn orders anymore. Find the boot and remove the boot from you as well in the
Sure
buttons.
thing.
Right, that's Zigg, right?
That's me.
Not bad, not bad. You're currently MVP, I think.
Well,
I mean, was it 13 damage?
13 damage.
So
13
yeah,
damage.
like MVP currently.
better than 1, certainly.
That's the round fresh, isn't it? It is.
Yep.
Yep, so the rounds went back. What we're going to do then is we're going to stop here, because it's now, we're slightly over on time. Thank you everybody for patience and such.
Need to mark that spell.
Yeah, make sure you've marked everything you've expended, and you hear snarling and snapping after that pop goes off, because it's ludicrous and psychic jank has happened and that thing has screamed, and you hear snarling, and then let me see. You hear Draconic being kind of shouted very, very loudly in the cave. It just fills the cave completely. And that happens. For those that can see. I'm going to just quickly adjust Alice's vision so the folks at home can see exactly what happened. 2 wee seconds. Edit
Sorry,
Alice. All players can't see the light. I'm gonna do bam, save, and then edit Alice a bit more and make it the 60 I originally gave her. Bam. And so that's for the folks at home. Yeah. We're going to end there with the big draconic scream that then you all hear through kind of like, again, that kind of vermilion-y sounding kind of voice saying, "End this." And we'll leave it there. So, let us all mildly panic. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not fair. I've only got one more mind throw.
It was good though.
It's like, what do you mean he's not a minion and he's not died straight away? What?
Yeah, if you've got any status effects, you might want to mark them in now. Anything that's currently ongoing. I'm not going to obviously move the map at this point. We're going to leave that as is.
Yep.
My particular suggestion for the name of this session was Dragon's Den, personally. You can all lobby with suggestions as well. I have given mine.
I don't really have one for a change. I know I said that last time.
Oh, what happened? We had
There's nothing a
Lyko's
drill.
I think there's some diagnosis, something to do
There's
with
nothing a
diagnosis.
drill
but,
can't
like,
fix.
There's nothing a drill can't
sh-
fix.
Trepanation. I don't think you spelled it correctly, by the way.
No, I did not
No, it
spell it
wasn't.
correctly. I spelled it completely wrong. But I was typing.
I think there's an H. No, seriously, I think there's.
I think
I
there's
don't
more
think there's
A's.
an H.
No,
Is it?
Is there?
there isn't. It's got a couple of A's though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no H in it.
Yeah, it's Trep.
Oh, trepanation is an alternate spelling.
Ah,
Okay.
that's the old school spelling, is it?
I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah,
one's
right,
older
yeah.
than the other, but I mean, obviously the term predates standardized spelling, as do a lot of words, but this one just seems to
I've
have
not come across
alternate spellings
spelling.
stuck around. Anyway,
Ah.
sorry about the tangent.
I mean, I think everybody's used to
That
it by
could
now.
be the session. No,
Yeah,
We
well,
are so sorry.
well, there's a lot of dragons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of dragons. You're in a cave.
Dragon's Den is accurate. Yes.
As
Yes.
I wrote it before I even
So,
started. I wrote it
dragons.
when I did my notes for this. So, any other actual suggestions, or are we going to just go for Dragon's Den?
I'd say go with
Nah,
that,
it's a Dragon's Den, so it's
Go with
good.
it.
because the other half was really just getting back to last session
Mm-hmm.
and filling in bits of that. So I feel like going with what happened in the here and now is probably a better idea.
Rightio, let me just add that in.
Apologies to anyone who isn't a big fan of Lyko. This really wasn't the session for you guys.
But yeah, they had
Last
bonus
time.
last week, yeah.
You had a good run.
I mean, yeah. As I said, I'm going to try and put it in combat a bit more often, and also, I mean, make it as appropriately deadly as I possibly can, right? Which is always fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed this combat, to be honest. Like so far, it's been interesting because I don't think you guys feel like it's one-sided until obviously the ending where they moved in more men, and it was like,
Yeah.
end this. But that's
It definitely didn't feel unwinnable. It just felt like we're having some fucky rolls.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I rolled
That's
badly as well. Don't be daft. I mean, like, I rolled really badly as well. I'm tempted to, next time, if you remind me to change the rolls to public, I might just roll them public because it's probably funnier.
Honestly, I don't know because. Do you ever fudge rolls? Is that something you're willing to discuss?
I generally don't. I'll be honest. I mean, you know me well enough that I think if something screws someone
I
over,
would think you would need to, because I think that I'm inclined to see your style as being more like you would actually just do something in lore rather than mechanics to undo a ridiculous sudden death for no reason or something like that.
yeah. I mean, like, given how much power lies around this universe, dying in the game isn't actually the end, right? I mean, Lyko is proof of that right now.
So I wouldn't be inclined to think you were doing it, but just in
The only
case
thing I would
you
say is-
wanted the power to do it.
Do not leave bodies behind of your fallen teammates, is all I'm going to say, because they're always going to be useful to an alchemist. or perhaps Dr. Nas McKicklick. So, yeah, the game was fun. I actually had a lot of fun doing this. Setting up maps, I generally hate map work, so this was actually kind of nice setting up the map. I liked the little reveal of all the dragons appearing in the darkness. Some artwork that I'd used from a previous game that I don't own, so props to the artists for these. These are great. Yeah. Am to get any particular feedback do you want to give regarding this? Let's go from Nico. I just want to say as well, Olka left us a wee bit before the end. She wasn't feeling so good. So I hope you are well for, in general, Olka, to be honest.
I feel your pain.
Also, to those watching, combat heavy sessions need to happen. That's where the threat comes from. I hope you all kind of get on board with us, and obviously the PDFs and such and rulebooks are available. Feel free to get a hold of one and then just criticise us constantly about how we do things wrong. That's the only...
I mean, I honestly would appreciate it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that'll
right.
make you less shit in the long term.
Because the reason why I want to do more combat is so that we get more used to it, right? But
It's fun.
yeah, right. I mean, this is where you use your powers and your abilities, and you see how badass you guys are. I mean, the very fact that like Zigg was floating from a balloon, and then just mind thrusted this guy. I mean, genuinely did a significant amount of damage to him, as well, which was great. Considering that you've been punching and stabbing for like 1 and shooting for 0, and then Zigg just goes mind thrust and does 13. That's pretty good, right? Problem is Zigg can do it once more.
Yeah.
And then Zigg is like, well, I'm going back in the ship. Goodbye.
Still,
Also,
it's
I
pretty
just
fucking
realised,
significant.
I don't have my spell penetration feat coded into the roll20, so I should probably do that.
Do you have a spell penetration feat?
Yes,
How?
because that's my feat.
Where is that? Do you get that at level 2?
No, it might be
First
level 1. Level
You
1.
get a start.
Do you?
Start
I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
I didn't build a character, right? Except that one character I built.
Yeah, I suppose.
I got one, so I'm assuming it'll be the same.
Yeah, I mean, sure. As I said, I just trust you guys to know your
I got
stuff.
ability.
Beyond that, then,
I got the long arms.
let's go to... Yeah, I recall now. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the curse of the GM is you don't actually know the journey the players go through all the time, or at least it's not your focus. But yeah, let's do the review then. I noticed that Nico quickly went on mute there, but let's go for it, Nico.
No, I'm here.
Good.
I was
Next.
just
Yes,
coughing.
you are now.
yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the suspense of sitting in the darkness, not knowing what's coming to me. That was pretty cool.
It's good. I'm going to try and work with the lighting levels for every fight if I can, because I feel like it does add to the game. I don't like just saying, oh, you can see everything, but you're in darkness, so just pretend you can't see everything.
So you can't see everything.
Yeah.
It is
it's
a lot
worse
of
stuff.
work, which means I need as up-to-date attendant info as possible so that I can alter it if need be, because the amount of work it takes to learn if Zora is able to see and not is so difficult, because I don't have control over them necessarily. The only reason I was able to code this accurately is because I have the Eye of Janus account as well, which was a lot of fun playing around with this. But also, generally, if I'm going to be working on stuff like this, and you pop in if you're updating stuff, do me a favour, if you see me in here, just log off instantly, because you'll see everything I'm working on, right?
Yeah, don't worry.
Mostly because I'll need the Eye of Janus on the player page, so it moves with the players, which means you'll see everything I'm doing that, and I test it with the Eye of Janus. So if you see me on, just bump off, message me, and obviously if I reply relatively soon, like on Discord or whatever, or Roll20 or something like that, you'll know. I'll be like, no, in you go, it's fine. Or if not, if I don't reply, you're probably fine, right? Because I probably won't even be there near my computer. So I'll try not to just walk away and leave you guys assigned to pages I want to keep hidden, just as a wee heads up. But anyway, sorry, let's do the feedback of the post game. Go for it, Nico.
Yes, like I said, I enjoyed the suspense of sitting in the dark, not knowing what was coming at us. That was always good. Dragons, love the dragons. I mean, I'm all about the dragons. I enjoyed the little brief stint with Nas McKicklick, if that's the right name.
Nas McKicklick, yeah, yep.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Doctor Nas McKicklick.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's it, really. I mean, like, it's
yeah.
it's a break.
That's the thing though, like reviewing combat
session.
sessions are gonna be
Yeah.
kind of one-sided, aren't they? Because you know there's not that much to critique, I guess, going
I'm
forward.
enjoying the RNG of us two, like this.
Oh,
me and
that's
this
been great.
Are just slogging
Yeah.
about, like not hitting each other at all.
No, I'll be honest, I am enjoying that. It is good fun. I am a bit annoyed that I can't seem to like do the zoom in thing for you guys. Like that's a bit annoying. Like I thought I could, because I can do the zoom in for me. I just kind of, I'll need to learn more shortcuts for this. But yeah, also feel free to learn stuff about Roll20, guys. Like it doesn't need to just be me. If you learn shortcuts as well, cool. And mostly just review combat before next week as well as my other feedback. Look over all the jank stuff so we can keep ourselves right. What about you, Alex?
Actually, just trying to remember exactly. I was going back trying to find some the chat in Roll20. Just can't remember what happened first thing in the session.
Mostly it was us focusing on Lyko.
It was Lyko, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was everything.
It was the first half was Lyko just catching him up on what he did when everybody else was doing their stuff last week, essentially.
So,
And his medical examination as well.
Yeah.
that was good. I enjoyed the cannot detect species.
I mean, we could have had Doctors and Dragons actually as the session title. That's not bad.
Fuck, I like that.
Doctors and Dragons. Actually, I like that a
Do
lot.
you prefer that? Yeah.
I mean, that works.
Dragons and diagnosis.
Diagnosis and murder, maybe. That could be next week. Doctors
He is hoping.
and Dragons. Yeah, we'll call it Doctors and Dragons. I think that's funnier.
Yeah, I like that.
Fair enough.
That's fantastic.
The reason I like that is just because, well, let's face it, it feels more, well, you know.
Alliterative. Well, no, it's equal.
I think it's more just like it's like Dungeons and Dragons. That's why I like it. Let's face it.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Dragons.
Anything else, Alex?
I enjoyed critting on initiative and then being able to do nothing. Just because
Yeah,
only
something.
having is that -4 to attack,
Mm,
full action, working out the best things, the way the system works.
it is
penalises
tough,
you.
right? It is
Yeah.
like genuinely it's tough. It's why when I was building this combat, I was like, they're gonna have clawed hands and some other things I will reveal as the game goes on. But primarily, I
Yes.
just want to get in close and stab them.
That was it. I was having a look through, being like, you really have to be careful with the economy in this.
Yeah.
Because you got benefits from dropping prone, hiding behind things, taking guarded steps.
Mhm.
But it all leaves you short to actually pull out your weapon and shoot someone.
Yeah, but I think that's the
So that's
like,
definitely be fun to learn, I think.
as you level up as well. That's where all your skills come in, right, from your classes and stuff
Oh, yeah.
that totally optimize these builds.
Yeah.
It just involves going through the slog and learning what you need to patch at this point.
I mean, if anyone knows my style, all the way I'm hoping to build next, based on the fact he's got an artillery laser.
Mhm.
This is far too close a combat. I'd rather be standing 100 feet away.
Everyone's far too close.
Yeah. So yeah, this.
I
is
mean, you
definitely
could have took a
sort
shot at
panic
one of the
mode.
dragons.
I
Right?
was thinking of it. I was genuinely thinking
then-
about it, man.
I mean, I'm going to tell you this now. They all have stats.
I
Yeah.
think we could take him.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, man. I really was.
It's
Oh,
a
so
bit
I-
far away for me just now.
I was just gonna say I also really enjoyed Zigg's mind thrust. Just
Yeah, because you
Filling
haven't
their head
seen
with
Zigg in
sun.
combat yet, so yeah.
oh no, that is brutal. But yeah, just the way that Calum was flavouring it. So
That was good.
enjoyable.
Yeah, just all of the sun facts in your mind.
Yes.
Like,
good.
I imagine he's pretty insufferable about the sun as it is, so, like, getting all of that, but in an instant.
Yeah, psychically, it's like the horrible mind link move, only like weaponized. It's good. What about you? Unless Alex, do you have anything? Sorry, I think I was going to cut you.
No, I think that covered it all.
Cool, excellent.
Yeah, so I'm going to reiterate what's just been said. That was one of my favourite things. It was just so silly. Like I don't mean that at all in a negative way, but it was just really, really absurd, and I should have expected it. I didn't. Just 'cause it's, yeah, pretty out there. So I enjoyed that. It
What's
was,
that specifically you're talking about? I don't think you actually heard that part.
The bit we're just discussing there was the sun facts.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I just thought that was wonderful. As I say, it was just so unbelievably silly, but as I say, in an enjoyable way. What else was there?
Not all
There was
psychic rats
obviously
are clever that way, you know. Like they're not specifically. I curse you with the power of 1,000 minds. It's I like the
I
sun.
curse you with the power of 1,000 suns.
it just sort of reminded me of like weaponized cat facts or something.
I mean, burning your maw is essentially what happened. It was.
Oh, fucking burn your maw.
Oh, here, I'm changing the name of Mind Thrust to Burning Your Maw.
No.
It just sounds like some horrible kind of fire pyre thing. Anyway, so yeah, carry on.
So I also enjoyed obviously the earlier sections where I got to do a lot of stuff with Doctor and the back. That was fun, just because it was nice to get to roleplay Lyko in a slightly different environment than he's been in previously.
Yeah, it's
interacting with different characters.
like the health checkup scene's quite good because it gives again air quote to the audience.
Yes, it's sort of bringing you up to scope with the plot.
Yeah, and I like that because obviously I include all my players as the audience. Not the characters, of course, but the players. And it is nice having that extra bit of info, isn't it? Like you're going, there is more to this person, but I don't know it yet. And
I
you
like getting to be nonchalant about it.
it seems in keeping with the character, though, doesn't it?
Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm really quite tired.
Okay.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed also just popping in to see guns. Partly because it was funny, but also because it roots. That's something I want to do. It roots them in the world of the station.
It's why I asked if you knew him, because I wanted you to be a bit more kind of like connected that way.
And it did strike me as quite likely that he's so. And as you probably noticed, I dropped in that he'd bought the previous gun, the non-lethal one. I can't remember what it is. The energy damage.
The pulse pistol thingy.
Yes, pulse caster, I think. And I wanted to introduce the idea that he's purchased this before, so he knows this guy. He's got his current weapon from him. He's going back to get a weapon that isn't an upgrade, because then you would go, well, why the fuck didn't you just buy the better gun in the first place? And I wanted to put in the idea that it was like, I am happy with what I've got. That gun you sold me is good, but it's not really for shooting down enemies in combat.
It's not an every situation gun, it's a circumstantial gun. Yeah. I also just like the excuse to be old man guns. I actually quite fond of the guy. I'm really sad that Olka has condemned him with her action, or Emmelyn, I should say. Emmelyn has condemned him.
It was fun getting to meet him with Lyko as well.
That was good.
Well, obviously not meet them.
Oh, definitely. Anything else to add, or?
So yeah, Sun Facts. My section at the start was good fun. Flailing wildly. I would say thank you to Alex again for his swiftness in pulling up rules.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
That's right.
Yes, it's very
good.
handy.
It is incredibly handy because I am so shit at it myself. It really helps.
It is. The thing is as well. On that note, though, like it is just part of the game is learning rules as we go, because we cannot possibly remember. I mean, think how many systems I have in my head, right? And then, honestly, sometimes I look at something and go, I don't know what system this is, and that's just what happens when you run multiple systems. So it is handy having players that get stuck in about it, that know the rules, know what you like. Think about the actions you want to take in combat, learn them. Like that's all I ask, because you will be doing them all the time. Keep me right, I'll keep you guys right. I'm obviously have no issue if you go to that side that works. I'm like, sure, whatever. We'll just move forward and see how it goes. And if I need to adjust things later, we can do. I mean, it's no harm to take someone down a bit of health later if it would have been more damaging or less, etc. I just don't want to jank the timeline too much that way.
Yeah, this is just I'm looking forward to finishing. Who knows? Continuing the combat in the next session. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
I think you can probably guarantee it's probably the first half of next session.
Yeah. Obviously, the sort of threat level has increased now that they got into the fight. The other ones are approaching rather. And yeah, obviously, again, hope Olka is able to be there with us for that. I hope we're all able to be there. And I think I have said my piece.
Okay.
Apologies for the yawning, guys. Quite wiped.
No worries.
Zigg? Calum?
That whole scene with Lyko and Dr. Naz McKekalik.
Yeah, Naz McKeklik, yeah.
Not bad.
Naz
Not bad
McKeklik,
at all.
That was such a good scene. I just enjoyed that whole interaction. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed our device in action.
Yeah?
Oh god, yeah.
That was just brilliant. I just love the image of like a floating rat, just like
It's so good, right?
and
Just this
helpless doing
like
nothing.
hot air ballooned rat is so good. Yeah.
Other than that, dragons. Like I can't
Yeah.
love dragons
Samesies. Samesies.
and dragon
Partial.
people.
I mean, I just look at it and go, I mean, if you play your cards right, you might not die. Right?
Might not. I mean, we might. Probably best just like U-turning, going our ship and flying away, right? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
So I'm gonna do that thing, right, where GMs shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm that kind of guy. The XP value, right, of one of those things that you are fighting
God.
is 600.
Fucking hell! Let's kill as many as possible.
So,
Yeah.
not to completely change everybody's tactic of getting the ship and
Let's farm,
saying-
right? Let's farm, lads.
No, that was never my tactic.
Now keep in mind how well it's went so far with just the two, and then
Our
keep in
luck will
mind that
improve next session.
that's 600 still to be divided by 5. Keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Kill
but
5
even
of
so-
them and then piss off. We're good.
exactly.
But keep in mind, yous are 1300 at the moment. What's level 2? 3, sorry. Do you know? Let's go find out what level 3 is right now, just for
I
those
think
at
it
home.
might be 3,000, but I'm probably
It's
wrong.
like probably on page 28 or something, maybe less than 28.
In fact, actually, it goes up quite a bit. Actually, the levels I remember.
Yeah, it does. It's 3,300. So
Oh, so it's-
it's not that. That's the total, by the way. So it's actually only like another 2,000 you need.
So we need to kill like 10 of these guys. Like, each, probably. Like, that's fine. We can do that, right, lads?
So the way it works is you have if you kill one, right, 600 divided by the 5, right, and that's what 60 each, right? That makes sense. Is that right maths? I think that's right maths. It's not right maths, is it? It's not at all. It's like 100 and something, 120.
120.
Yeah,
My God, my math is bad. So 120.
you halved it.
To be fair, at least I corrected myself before MD even answered, so that's fine. I can do bad maths and the correct maths.
It's like enough.
You got the right answer and then halved it.
So it's because I didn't even get to 120. I did the like 5 into 30, and then times it by 10 to go back up. So it's because I was working with 300 instead of the 600. So that's fine. Don't worry about it. My head worked out. So you'd get 120 per kill as a party, right? So 2,000 is what's needed, divided by 120, because I'm not doing this in my head, is you'd need to kill 16 and 2/3 of them.
Right, let's do it.
Let's do it. What about a dragon?
There are right, okay. A dragon is worth 38,400.
Oh, let's go, lads. Easy peasy. That's a couple of levels, one kill, right? Probably easier than killing 16 of these guys.
I mean, let's have a look at this, right? So it's at,
Mm.
that would give you 7,680 each, which would bump you up. Let's just add in the 1,300. That would bump me up to 8.9, which is
Level 4.
yeah, you'd go to level 4 with that one.
1,100 away
You
from
w-
5.
I was going to say, you would be just shy of 5 if you managed to take out a dragon. Never mind the things like the.
So 5 dragons.
We have no chance. We have absolutely no fucking chance.
I'm not actually being serious here.
Imagine Zigg just crits mind thrust with that last one that resonates between all of them. Their one weakness itself. Right, okay, our post game's gone on quite a bit, but it's been funny. Yeah, so there's
That's
a bit.
subjective, but yes.
There's a bit. It is, everything is though.
Aren't
So
aren't you?
Zigg, Calum, do you want to add anything else to your review, post
Um,
game, whatever? Then
Not really. I don't think so.
I think it's
I
good.
liked people not hitting people.
Yeah, like
That entertains me.
the way I look at it as well, though, because AC as a general concept is the ability to take a hit as well, right? It's not being damaged. It's not connecting. And I think that's where a lot of the AC vagueness happens, where it's not about not being hit. It's about not being damaged by the hit.
Yeah, it's a combination of different factors.
Yeah.
Which is why it's weird.
It is.
I'm
It's
not too thick to be penetrated or whatever.
yeah. It's so
still get it.
vague, right? It's so vague. But I like that. I quite like the nebulousness of it because it means you get the scope to describe it fictionally in a cooler way. Like me being able to describe how the bullet hits off of the claw as he pulls his hand up and then swings in with the other one when he hit Lyko. Things like that are cool. But yeah, no,
Yeah, I thought that bit was really cool.
I like that because combat can be a slog, right? So it's nice when you can take a wee step back after an exchange has happened and then just go back and describe it a bit, which makes it a bit more cinematic for folks. I liked my frost ray personally. I thought it was really cool.
I thought that looked really good. Your
Nope.
fancy effects.
But yeah, besides that, I had a lot of fun. Thank you very much for playing. I look forward to seeing where this combat goes next week. That'll
It'll
be
be
fun.
definitely interesting.
Yes.
Everybody should be about for next week. Thank you, everybody, for playing, and thank you those for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you for running.
Smash the like button, ring the bell.
Subscribe, like, all that jazz. Leave comments, talk to us about what you like and don't like. We'll probably try and upload other additional character videos and shit when we get. We'll make it be arsed. Let's face it. There's no schedule. Fuck you. Expecting things from us.
Title
Yeah, you fucking pricks. Sorry, no, that's rude.
No, I mean we actually are so appreciative of all of our fan.
All of our listener.
Yeah.
Does negging not work for streamers?
No.
It depends on the streamer.
I think
Okay.
we are not famous, so we need fan.
Or pretty.
Ah.
Actually, that's not true. Some of us may well be pretty. I don't even know what we all look like.
I mean, I'm.
Woof.
I'm.
I know what I look
Specifically, I can't remember what you look like because I can't make out your image.
Mm.
I have bad eyes.
Yeah, so I think that's us. Thank you guys. Goodbye, everybody.
At Calum Blaine on Twitter, and love you all.
Yeah, I guess Victor Triumph on everything.
You little-
Goodbye.
Publicity whore.
Love you, Nick.
Yeah, goodbye, Nick. Bye bye.
Goodbye.